Now.
Hello all, I'm Tom Petsinis and greetings from Melbourne, Australia. The poems that I'm about to read are from a forthcoming collection titled Isolation. All the poems in this book are based on the COVID experience of the last year or so, and a number of them do feature mathematical themes. The 6 that I will be reading now have all something to do with mathematics. The Curve, Part 1. With life more abnormal each day and confidence lower than in war, the curve's now on everyone's lips. As fear skews the population right, the average person knows the shape crossed in red on the nightly news. If it's deep, like the unscaled peak that leads to a shortness of breath, the virus may crowd hospitals but likely recede in several weeks. If flatter, like the childhood's green hill climbed unaware of legs and lungs, we may escape with a collective sigh based on a diminishing sample size. Part 2. The politics of age, gender, social class shape how the different curves are seen. Consider the one protruding like a horn. For some, it's crude capitalism at work, patriarchal, excessive, erect with pride, the moment before its potency is spent. There's the one with an extended range in which others divine all that's to come, the gentle swell of the pregnant womb, the loose breast rising round with milk, maternal comfort in this season of fear. And third, in between, the shapely bell that holds the numbers growing by day, tolling not only the old, but you and me. 3. Time's the only variable independent of life, continuous, proceeding with horizontal ease from today's zero to tomorrow's arrowhead. The positive count, the negatives aren't seen, depends on how long it's been since the start. When spikes shoot high on consecutive days, logarithms show the human scale at a glance. Small numbers, shouldered powerfully by 10, keep the axis from ranging through the roof. Tomorrow will bow to this graph for a sign, the curvature no longer breathtakingly steep, becoming less of a climb until flattening off to an hour's walk along the deserted beach, where hope advances in each wave's retreat. Patient 0. As the new year releases the rat, the woman of Wuhan lies in bed, congested, feverish, out of breath, her questions scattering like bats. How and where did all this begin? Fish gasping mutely in wet hands, restless creatures caged on stands, pigeons, pigs, endemic pangolins? Or, in what Granny would observe, bacon offering to the dear dead when winter crowns the moon red. Is this perhaps what she deserves? Or is she nature's stepping stone as it progresses from 0 to 1? Mathematician. The scientific name had yet to spread. 19 is an unappreciated prime. Still, he was careful at the conference, greeting all from abroad with a nod, keeping workshops to fewer than 10. How did he fall victim to this scourge? In the weeks of isolation on his back, breathless just thinking of his daily run, he followed induction and fuzzy logic to the textbook the visitor displayed. The fractal pattern resembling a crown, its glossy cover crackling at his touch. A die-hard Neo-Platonist from youth, he thought maths impervious to life. Proving Pythagoras' theorem. If you're unsettled by the nightly news of abnormal graphs with deadly spikes, here's an exercise to dispel your blues. From thin air, pluck a triangle that's right and draw it with its hypotenuse as base. Drop the perpendicular from its height, forming another two congruent shapes. As parentheses in good poetry are tight, this triad similarity is yours to prove. Next, letter the lengths, all 6 in sight, and make ratios, mind how you choose, using the original in pairing like to like. A dash of algebra and you'll be soothed by squares offering beauty and delight. Thank you.